Hey guys, Mr. Party Rock 22 here, just bringing you a really quick deck profile. I ran the deck I was talking about before, the Machina Gadget. I ran this at my locals. I went 4-0. I beat Dark World, Anti-Meta, Hieratic, and Windup. I faced those, and Hieratic I won because of my side. I don't know, I guess I just played really well today, but we're just going to get down to it. Nothing much has changed since the last time. So, start off the 3 Fortress. This guy's really good in this deck. I mean, he's a beater, boss monster that's easily spammable, and he gets you. He can, if you, depending on what your hand is, can get around macro and do physics. You can just toss 2, special him. So, I mean, ram into a monster, destroy another card. Ram into, like, I'm gonna say like Light Pulsar, Cheyenne. Once he dies with battle, destroy another card. When he's targeted, you take a card out. Look at your opponent's hand, take a card out. Next card is the 3 Gear Frame. This guy's pretty straightforward. Summon, search a Gear Frame, or Machina monster, accept himself. So you can search out the Fortress, and he also searches out Peacekeeper, which I don't run, but you wouldn't want to summon out anyway. But anyway, and he's a Union monster, so you can equip him to a Machine monster. That when that monster dies, you can destroy him instead. And he also searches out these guys. Your 2 cannon, which basically you discard any amount of machines. He gets 800 attack for every machine, but basically it's only because of his level. He's level 8, which you discard for Fortress, because when you summon Fortress, you discard machine monsters from your hand equal to level 8, but he's level 8 himself, so you're only discarding 1 card as opposed to 2 gadgets or other stuff like that. So that's for the Machina part of the deck. Next part is your gadgets. I do the 2s. I don't like 3s. They clog a lot. Green, red, yellow, mustard, ketchup, relish. Some people like to call them. Basically, summon, add the opposite to your hand. So, yellow searches green. So you can be like, summon this guy, which you add when he's normal or special summons. You add one of those. He does the same thing, except he adds this guy, and this guy adds yellow. So basically, you summon, add different monsters. You don't lose card presence in your hand. Next is the hand traps, basically. Your 2 Tragodia, 1 Gores, and 2 Valor. Tragodia, your gadgets have low attack. So when they attack over a gadget, you basically drop a Trag, who drops a lot of the time at 24 to 3,000. It's the lowest I dropped one. What happens to turn after that's a different story, but Gores, because the only thing you really typically set is a card a turn, so if you lose field advantage, you can drop a Gores, and Valor, because he's Valor. He discards to negate a monster's effect. Why would you not run Valors if you own them? Now we're on the spell cards. I ran 3 Duality. This card helped me a hell of a lot today, because I mean, you draw it, you activate it, look at the top 3 cards. Typically, after you do that, all you're going to be doing is normal summoning a gadget or normal summoning your gear frame to search. So, I mean, it helps you get to your deck. It helps you get to what you need when you need it. And it's just an all-around good card for this deck, because you don't special summon too much. When you do, I mean, you do special summon, but you don't special summon a lot like other decks, so it doesn't slow you down. 2 Forbidden Lance. This card helps a lot. There was a time today where a guy Dark Hold, and I played Forbidden Lance, saved my Fortress, which then forced him to attack over my Fortress, and I destroyed another card anyway. So I may lose 2 cards, but my opponent also loses 2 cards too, which also clears out some of the back row. And this makes your opponent's monsters go down by 800. So as long as your opponent's monster is 22, I think. Yeah, 22. Green gadget can collide with it, and then you go down by 200 for each gadget, basically. But this card is awesome because it also helps your gear frame your Fortress get over like BLS and stuff like that. So, 2 Typhoon, pretty straightforward. Actually, we run basically the whole lineup of this stuff. Monster Born, Heavy Storm, Mind Control. MST is pretty straightforward. Activate, store spell trap, set, bluff out other stuff. Monster Born, summon your gadgets back, search for another one, summon your Fortress if you don't have something else. I'll actually get a little bit more on that later because there was a play that won me a game today too. And there's the Dark Hole, the Heavy Storm, the Mind Control, pretty self-explanatory. Limited removal. Activate. All your machine launches become double and they get destroyed at the end phase. Good thing about this card is activate it. Attack with Fortress, attack with whatever, blah blah blah, whatever happens, do your damage. Main phase 2, equip your gear frames to your Fortress, because this will try to destroy your Fortress, but gear frame will stop it. Because gear frame, when it's equipped, you can destroy gear frame instead of destroying the monster. So that actually saved my ass a couple times today too. Now onto the traps. Typical Solemn Brigade, since gadgets are such a controlling deck, or they're supposed to be at least. Keep control, stuff like that. You lose control sometimes, but you actually gain it back really easy thanks to the Fortress. Next, I play the 2 Deep Prisons, because a lot of people actually nowadays go summon. They don't have anything to go off. When they go off, now you have a Deep Prison waiting for them. So they think they're in the clear to go off, and then you Deep Prison their stuff. So I like that a lot. We play the 2 Compulsories, Stops Blaze, Chainable, so you MST face down, chain my Compulsory, interrupt your play, combo plays, stuff like that. Gets Insectors off the field. Bounces Zen Mains, which is honestly the main reason I actually love playing this card is because of Zen Mains. And what's his name? Maystroke. It's another good reason to play this card. It's practically a staple right now in my opinion. And then I only run the 1 Bottomless. I chose to run Deep Prisons over the other Bottomless because I have Warning, so. And Mirror Force, because it's Mirror Force. Now we're going to move on to the extra deck. The extra deck is kind of weird, but I found it was working really well. Also for the stuff that's run in my area, so, hey, everyone's different, but I run the 2 Utopias, because your gadget's a level 4, gear frame's level 4, so you go into this guy quite a lot. Your Utopia, Maestroke, I'm thinking of bumping this up to 2, because this card helped me so much today, especially in the game against Heretics, because I locked them down, because I played I sided in Light Imprisoning Mirrors, so he special Tef knew it, and found out that this guy, for some of you who didn't know, actually has 2300 defense. So that's a pretty big beater. Sorry about that. So yeah, and then attach Book of Moon, flip something face down. I played 2 of these because it forces face down monsters to face up. It loses 600 attack, so basically you can do 21 a lot of the time. Sworns, it lets you know if it's a Necro Gardener or if it's a Ryko, if it's a bluff. Inceptors will let you know if they're bluffing with the Hornet. Because if you flip something face up, obviously if it's not a Hornet, then they're obviously having some trouble. So and this is also good because a lot of people like to play the enemy controllers in the deck. So you can enemy controller, put it in defense. Activate effect, push to attack, bang. So, and then just as Zen Maester, just another level 4, or rank 4, that has 2500 attack. So. The 1 Chimera attack, because wind up, and you're running machines yourself, so you should be running him. I run the Scrap Dragon for Fortress and Valor, makes this. Same with him, Fortress, Valor. This, just because, in case, a monster born. And then these 2 I've actually used a couple times today because of 6 Samurai. I Monster Reborn the Kegamusha, I think the tuner is called, and brought him out with my gadget. I also brought this out a couple times today too. And as weird as it sounds, I was thinking of running a TG Striker in this deck. I probably won't, because that sounds really bad, but I thought about it. But then yeah, like you just seen, then the Chariot Beast, just in case I get a level 1 Cheyenne Squire, I think his name is, the little monkey guy. Level 1 tuner. And then Catastor, just because. Valor on one of your gadgets makes this guy, so. And now onto the extra deck. You don't have to run it like this if you build this deck. These are just my choices. So I ran the 2 Cyber Dragons because of machines. If I need some extra swarm, side these in. It's mainly against 6 Sams and against wind-ups. I brought one, dropped one, went to Chimera attack for 5000 attack. So this is my main side for Sams, and anything that special summons a lot was Fossil Dino, because when it's on the field, neither player can special summon. And when it's flipped face up, like Snowman Eater, Man-Eater Bug, things like that, it destroys all special summon monsters. It includes yours too, but you don't usually special summon if you side this in. Play the 2 crows for like Dark World, which I don't really side them in for Dark World, but Dark World, Injectors, anything that relies on Graveyard. Next is 3-dimensional Fissure, because I don't have Macrocosmos. And I just think this is quicker for the Dark World match. Also, a thing about this card is I thought about siding this today. I don't know why, but 2 of these guys with 3-dimensional fissures, 2 macro if I can get them, and then 3 shrinks, just to kind of have like a control element over the game. But it's a really strange idea. I thought about it. I didn't end up going through though. But and then just your mirror trio thing. Shadow mirrors. This won me the game against Hieratic. These for Dark World. That actually won me the game also today too. That's the whole deck right there. Let me know if you guys like it. Like the video, subscribe, send me messages if you guys have like ideas, you want to help me with a deck or anything like that. Like, the more people I get, I know I say this like every video, but the more people I get, the more I'm going to want to make videos. So tell your friends to come here. If you know people who run similar decks to me, who kind of are looking for some ideas, just message me and I can help out as much as possible, especially if it's Chaos Dragons, because I've been running that deck since December, I think, is when the deck came out, and it's pretty good. And this will actually be my next project. Yes, I'm gonna run X Sabers. Everyone says they're bad, but I like them. I mean, you got like search power, you have special summon power, search power, like a mini Utopia guy, your searcher by battle, he summons, your tuners, and like this guy right here. He hand loops. This guy destroys 3 spell traps in the field. He's kind of like a catastor, kinda. I mean, he negates the effects. He's just a beater. You spit this card out all the time. This card hurts the format right now, so that's probably going to be my next profile video, is a deck profile on Sabers. I just haven't got a chance to get around and actually put a build of it together, because I don't have a Mistworm yet, but I'm going to go pick one up. But anyway, main focus was this deck over here, the Gadgets, so I hope you guys liked it. Like the video, subscribe, things like that, all that yada yada. I'm not going to bother you guys with that anymore though. But alright, thanks for subscribing, for the people who are, and peace.